There is a massive frustration in Brussels because we just had an assembly election in Northern Ireland, the outcome of which was clearly for a pro-protocol majority. So it is enormously frustrating to be back in this position once again.
If the British government does go ahead and act unilaterally, are we actually sure that we'd be into the position of having a trade war?
No, we're not. At this stage, of course, this is still a proposal. It hasn't been published, and obviously it hasn't been legislated for, so there's quite a lot of ground to be covered before this takes effect. And so the European response will be graduated accordingly. So if there are steps that can be taken initially on the diplomatic side. As you may recall, at the last time Article 16 was threatened, Maros Sefcovic presented a contingency of retaliatory measures which do include tariffs being introduced on UK products. But ultimately, the nuclear option here is to fully suspend the trade and cooperation agreement. Nobody wants to go down that road.
If the trade and cooperation agreement is, at the end of all this, suspended, or if it ceases to operate, what are the implications for the border on the island of Ireland?
Well, they're very significant because it means that we go to a situation where the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland would be having to consider the possibility of checks taking place on that border, and nobody wants to go there. So it's something that all of us are dreading, and that's why we think it's utterly reckless on the part of the UK government to put this in issue. So much progress has been made over the decades. You don't have to go through the benefits that flow from the Good Friday Agreement across the island of Ireland and among all communities in Northern Ireland. So this step is, as diplomacy goes, it is a form of vandalism, I think, with Anglo-Irish relations to put at risk not only the Good Friday Agreement, but also Ireland's place in the single market. We've had a golden age of Anglo-Irish relations, I think, after the Good Friday Agreement, with visits of the Queen to Ireland, of the President of Ireland to the UK. And unfortunately, all of that is brought to a halt by these decisions that have been taken on the UK side, and really something to be avoided.
And